We've made it to week 11, 12, and 13's online module on technology. The ironic thing is my internet went out at my house, and so I've been struggling to get everything all organized so that I could upload and release this module. But isn't that the funny thing that always happens? So because we have the two Jewish holidays on week 12 and week 13, only at the beginning of the week, then you're still expected to do some work. So what we've done is actually integrated it into this semester. So it has reduced the amount of work that you're having to do for the next few weeks. Right now you're watching the video. I'm going to go over the PowerPoint, which goes over technology in the classroom, a little bit about assistive technology, and then lesson planning. There's a lesson planning activity. So, and then of course, what's next? And so I'm just going to go step by step in this, and then everything should make sense by the end. So let's just take a look. And please note that I did change some due dates. So by the 23rd, I want you to have the UDL lesson plan with technology, and this is a truncated version of the Toro University lesson plan that we did before. And then I want you to implement it, and you can implement it in a TK classroom, or if you don't have access to a classroom, I'm going to show you how to create a video and share with your peer. And you need to either do the UDL lesson plan with the SIOP that we already created and I've graded, or you can implement the lesson plan with the technology integration, and then you'll create the video. And then there's an IRIS module, classroom assessment part 1, and then on the 24th we'll be getting together, and that's a 2-part day. We're going to talk about the critical reflection of the UDL lesson plan, and then we're also going to have Becky and Danielle give their presentations on their disabilities that they researched. And then the very last night of school is on the 1st, and we're going to talk about autism supports, and we have a guest speaker, Dr. Lisa Sullivan. She is a director of the School of Ed at UC Davis, and she's a fantastic instructor and wonderful resource to use and hear from. So she's going to come and give us a mini lesson there, and then we have just the final teaching philosophy activity that we'll be doing that'll just kind of culminate everything in the class, and it's an in-class assignment. So you can see that the UDL lesson plan with technology integration, I have the template right there, and that'll be due, and then we also have the IRIS module, and once again I have added a Word document if you prefer to do it that way. Here's the link, and you just click on that link and it opens up slowly, because remember my internet's struggling today, and you go through the challenge. So you start with begin, and then you listen to that video, and then you have some questions. These are the same questions that are that you can see right here. What kind of information would best help Miss Begay? What kind of information would best help Miss Begay? So you can see that it's right there. And then you always go down and next. And then you can see your progress on the side here, and it's got 7 pages here, and you can also see the 7 pages there, but that's not the end. I know it goes through and gives you references and additional resources and then credits, but there's actually a wrap-up that I do want you to watch, and then there's revising your initial thoughts. So you had thoughts at the beginning. Well, here's those same questions at the end, and if you wanted to change your answer, this is the opportunity to do it. And then of course there's the assessment at the end, and there's the questions for the assessment, and you'll know how to answer those questions once you do the full module. So all right, so those are the big assignments. And yeah, I will be going through this. I'm going to add a few more. Once I get these videos in, I'm going to add a few more videos after each one of these steps so that you know what to do. All right, have a great day.